Thank you.
Okay, number 10. Is this one yours, Vicki, number 10? Okay. Council receive a petition and consider addition of bicycle lanes on Confederate Avenue between Clubhouse Drive and Henderson Street. Wendy, welcome.
Thank you. Okay. Over about the last year, staff has met with the neighborhood surrounding Confederate Avenue to discuss some traffic concerns. This is the area in which we were discussing. This is the hospital located just off the page. This is Henderson Street, and this is Clubhouse and Club Drive, with City Park Lake being here. One of the concerns of the neighbors was speed of traffic. Confederate Avenue is used as a shortcut for motorists going from West Ennis over to Main Street, and it's posted at 25. Speed studies did show an 85th percentile speed of 35 miles per hour, which isn't real unreasonable for a residential area, but people indicated they like to walk in the area, and there is the lack of sidewalks. So one of the options that was discussed to address the concerns was to take the 30-foot width of Confederate Avenue and make it feel more narrow to drivers. Hence, generally that affects driver behavior and they will slow. One way to do that would be to add bicycle lanes to the existing roadway. The center line already is centered in the road, so essentially you would just be adding the 4-inch striping on either side, and you would create 2 11-foot travel lanes and 2 4-foot bike lanes. The neighborhood did submit a petition signed by 65% of the property owners that supports this request. Okay, now what I'm showing you here is from our comprehensive bicycle plan that was adopted in 2009. And we are indicating bicycle loops that the plan noted. And you can see that we're showing portions of or full loops of 3 different loops. The area that we're talking about is here. And you can see that it's included in 2 of the loops that are recommended in the bicycle plan. The bicycle plan does address each street separately and makes a specific recommendation of treatment and also whether it's a high, medium, or low priority for installation. So the recommendation that we're making for Confederate Avenue between Henderson and Clubhouse Drive is consistent with the bike plan in that it does recommend the bike lanes and it is a high priority. This is that same map, but we've broken it out to show some pieces of the loops that we were just showing you. Now, we do have sharrows, which are shared use arrows, planned for Fulton Street this spring. We had those designed last year. They were not installed, but they will be installed this spring. So that would be the black line that you see. The area that we're talking about today is the red line. And then this green and the yellow, also indicated in the bike plan, would be the next routes that we would look at completing to at least make a full loop and a connection from Fulton. The sharrows will actually go all the way out to Fulton Heights. So incrementally, we'll be helping to install the bike plan. We'll be contacting property owners and business owners in the areas of the green and yellow lines in the future. There are various treatments that are recommended, from sharrows to bike lanes. Some of the treatments are more severe, with like road widening, but the plan does recommend sharrows in the interim, which is what we would pursue at this time for these other routes. So basically, just looking for concurrence from City Council to install the bike lanes on Confederate Avenue between Henderson and Club Drive.
You said it was 65% of the petitioners agreed to it?
That is correct, yes.
And we need, what, 60%?
We try to get at least 50% to be a valid petition.
Okay. All right.
When at one time, I think we
disallowed trucks from going through that area? Is that,
Trucks are currently restricted in this
Restricted,
area,
right.
and we've also worked with the neighborhood and the hospital to increase signage out there.
Well, I'm excited because it's around our city park. And that it has a couple of different loops. So that's really great. It promotes outdoor activities. So if nobody has any other comments, I'll make a motion. A motion to approve bicycle lanes on Confederate Avenue between Henderson Street and Clubhouse Drive for installation spring of 2015.
Second.
Got a motion, got a second. Any more discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, nay. Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.